Good morning, everyone. Let's go over the games happened on Thursday, February 13th. Um, I think this is the last day for all before the All Star break. So we got some rising star games tonight. The first game last night, we only got 5 games. The first game was the Kings lost to the Pelicans. Ooh, this is not a good. This is a bad loss for the Kings, and they're trying to make the playoffs. They lost to the worst team in the West. Not much to talk about for this team, to be honest. Keon Ellis really is the only guy that worth streaming. Everybody else, they don't get any minutes. Valanciunas plays 13 minutes. That means they play Sabonis and Valanciunas together for a little bit. I don't know how that would work. Um, Malik Monk the fact that Malik Monk took 24 shots is very telling. He's going to be really, really good rest of the season. He hasn't really popped off yet, but look at the minutes, look at the shots, right? They're giving him all the usage he can handle. Great. Zach LaVine, I think, he's just going to put up similar numbers. I don't think anything really is going to change. He's going to score efficiently. Sabonis had 28 rebounds. Oh my God. Um, but just wasn't enough for the Pelicans. A lot of guys actually we need to pay attention to. Missy, I think he hurt himself. He got hurt. So I think the backup center is this guy Carlo. Yeah, he went 5 for 6. Let's take a look at him. He could potentially have. He's a big man. Can come in. He can only also shoot threes. He had 2 steals and 3 blocks. So, you know, let's pick him up and just see how things go. But the All Star break is coming up. Who knows? I don't know how serious Missy's injury is, so he could just be back. So maybe you could wait. You could wait. Jose Alvarado, absolutely roster. We have to pick him up now. I don't know if he's gonna keep doing this rest of the way, but my God, 18 points, 8 assists, 3 steals, 4 threes, 5 rebounds, crazy good. He's gonna give you a lot of assists and steals if he gets 33 minutes tonight. Jordan Hawkins, his minutes went up a little bit, 26 minutes. He could definitely be a streamer. And Trey Murphy, my God, this game he just say, okay, I'm not gonna go 4 for 17, but that's fine. I'm gonna dish out 11 assists. Zion Williamson out, right? With Zion out, and we know they're not really gonna play Zion in back to backs. Somebody on this team they have to play the games, right? So I think Trey Murphy could also be at the risk to miss a couple games as we get to the end of the season. But Jose Alvarado, if he's on the waiver wire, he's a must roster at the moment. The Warriors they keep winning. Well, not keep winning. I think they literally lost the game before this, but they have some impressive wins. I gotta say, like the Rockets, they are not a bad team, although they've been struggling a lot as of late. And they're also at home. Warriors, before the trade, I think they probably just get destroyed. I don't know. Steph Curry 20 didn't shoot the ball well, but 5 threes, 27 points is great. Draymond's played at the center. Amazing game from Draymond. 8 assists, 2 steals and a block, 13 points. Great. Pajemski, he is in the starting lineup. They benched Buddy Hield finally, and he's a +1, so he played okay. Yeah, if he's getting this level of minutes, I think obviously he's a must roster. We don't know what's going to happen when Kaminga comes back. But for now, let's roster him. He's a guy that can kind of do everything, but he's not very efficient. But, he can do a little bit everything. 4 steals, 4 assists, and a block. Pretty good stuff, and had 18 points as well. Jimmy Butler doing what he does. No defensive stats, but with this trade, like I said, it helps his fantasy value tremendously. For the Houston Rockets, Empu Shangun, I'm not sure why he only played 27 minutes. Maybe he got cooked too hard on the perimeter, but another bad night from the free throw line, 2 for 4. His counting numbers are fine, it's just the efficiency, right? He also turned the ball over quite a lot. Jalen Green also had a horrible game. It's because the bench guys were playing much better. Like Jason Tate was a +11, even though he didn't shoot the ball well. So they give. I would not think it would happen to Jalen Green here because a lot of guys were out, but Tara Eason was out. Even Amon Thompson got benched. Right, he only not benched. He played 29 minutes still. Aaron Holiday popped off. Yeah, I mean, if Fred VanVleet continues to be out, Aaron Holiday also has some streaming value, but I think Fred VanVleet is going to be back very soon. I mean, he's got a whole All-Star break to uh, to recover. So really nothing to worry, nothing to worry too much. The next one, right before All-Star break, the Oklahoma City Thunder, they lost to the Timberwolves, but they still have the number one seed locked up in the West. Um, they have the exact same record with the Cavaliers right now. Shea 6 for 21, but got 11 free throws, almost a triple double with 9 assists. That's okay. No defensive stats. Lou Dort 2 threes, 14 points, just a streamer. And now they have a full roster, and they lost. So Isaiah Hartenstein 10 points, 12 rebounds, 2 blocks. That's pretty good. Chet Holmgren struggled a little bit from. Yeah, his usage is very low. 7.7. He took 7 shots here. I don't. At least this game, his usage is extremely low, but 12 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks that's why he's a great fantasy player. Jalen Williams had 20 points, a steal and a block with 5 assists. He played all right, but yeah, this is a kind of a bad loss for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Aaron Wiggins, in his 18 minutes, he was a minus 26. Shea was a minus 12. For the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards, he's just not shooting. He got to the line 11 times. That's great, but again, another night goes 3 for 12. He's a great three-point shooter, actually. Shooting 41, 42% on very, very high volume. So for him, people may not, because a lot of people say, okay, he should be driving in more. But if he's shooting 42% from an analytics perspective, it's okay for him to shoot more threes if he's making them at that clip. But you could argue, okay, if you get to the line, but he's gonna run on the gas because with Randall out, he has to do a lot. So it's just easy to jack up those threes. 7 assists and 3 steals is also pretty good. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, yeah, with Mike Conley out, with Mike Conley and Dante DiVincenzo out, he has to be rostered. Naz Reid has to be rostered. As long as this game, Rudy Gobert is also out. We don't know when Randall is coming back, but yeah. Jaden McDaniels in the short term have a usage boost. They started this guy, Jalen Clark. He's not really that relevant with all the injuries. The next one, the Miami Heat lost to Dallas Mavericks 113-118. And, Wiggins got traded, and he is resting. So here we go. Tyler Hero, they're playing him huge minutes. That's fine. 40 points, 3 steals, 8 rebounds, and 3 threes. Not the best night from 3, but overall, what a crazy line. 40 points. If he hit a couple more threes, he could have 50. And Dallas is not a bad defensive team. I think it's around time like we could drop Nikola Jovic. He didn't play well here, 25 minutes. But you have Terry Rozier out. You have Haywood Highsmith still in the lineup. I just don't know if there's enough minutes for him. They also play Kyle Anderson. So he could definitely still be a streamer, but definitely not much roster. But that's all. We never thought like he would have, that good of value for the rest of the season. If a player is hot, you ride with it sometimes for a couple weeks, and then you drop it. Don't hold on. Do not hold on to him for too long. He's still gonna have good games occasionally, but there's just too many guys on the roster. Davion Mitchell, he started play 38 minutes. That is very interesting. We have a couple guys out. I mean, Duncan Robinson, he just didn't play or what? Yeah, where is Duncan Robinson? Oh no, he played 20 minutes off the bench. So Davion Mitchell, if he's the starting point guard for this team, he gets 37 minutes. In my opinion, he needs to be rostered. He had 4 assists, 2 steals, and block. For the Dallas Mavericks, Max Christie, yeah, let's pick him up. If he hasn't been picked up already, he's by far, right, with all the guys out, he's the guy that we got to pick up. Really efficient. Well, not so much here because he has to kind of carry a load. And, oh my God, Kyrie Irving also did not play. The Miami Heat lost. Yeah, so this Mavericks team, they're just very well coached. Even with their top 5 players out, PG Washington is also out. They still got the win. Dante Exum had 27 points. Yeah, Dante Exum, Spencer Dinwiddie, Kessler Edwards. Well, I guess we're heading into the All-Star break, so there'll be some guys back. But Kessler Edwards actually would have some value because AD is going to be out for a while, and they want a guy that can stretch the floor, a big man that can stretch the floor. Nigel Marshall also is somebody we could be streaming. He got 32 minutes. Oh my God, Clay is also out here. So everybody was out. So we can just scratch this game because the Mavericks don't have anybody. They rested everybody right before the All-Star break. The last game of the night is the Clippers beat the Utah Jazz 120-116. Of course, Kawhi gets the night off. But I didn't know they already got Ben Simmons. And he played 27 minutes and had a decent game. Obviously not a much roster, but he could have some streaming value on this team. Bogdanovic, only 23 minutes. I think we could have, if he started playing well, I think he could have a 28-minute role for sure on this team. Right? They could Batum 30 minutes off the bench. So let's monitor his minutes. If he goes higher, I would definitely roster him. James Harden played 15 minutes. Oh, this game went to overtime. I see. Down 20, and they came back. Jesus Christ. This Jazz team, they blow so many big leads. It's actually kind of crazy. That's fine. They wanted to tank, right? Norman Powell had 41 points. Yeah, these Clipper guys, they are just a bunch of killers. Zubac played 25 minutes, only 25, so he's a bit disappointing. But Norman Powell, man, 41 points and 5 threes. He's not really doing much outside of scoring and threes, but he's had such a good year so far. And, with the return of Kawhi Leonard, it's fine. Like, he loses a few shots here and there, but, he's still going to average 18 and 20 points. All right. For the Utah Jazz, Isaiah Collier, must roster. Come on, guys, must roster. 7 turnovers is really high, right? He's not going to get 4 steals, but he's going to give you 7-8 assists every game. He's been doing that for like a month now. He's a must roster. While Keontae George, even though he's coming off the bench, he's still getting a lot of minutes. 13 points, 9 assists. But we know another game with 4 turnovers, 3 for 12. So he's not for everybody. If you punting field goal and you punting turnovers, you can definitely roster Keontae George because he gives you a lot of threes, some scoring, and some assists. And those are pretty valuable in category leagues. John Collins and Lauren Marketing both played, had an okay game. And of course, Walker Kessler, he's also in and out of the lineup. So Filipowski, every time Walker Kessler is out, he has some streaming value, but he doesn't really block that many shots. So maybe he's not that interesting. But, he's going to grab some rebounds. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.